so much for meeting me live. This is the Meet the Teacher / virtual open house for current and prospective students of Beelieve Academy. I am the director and lead teacher, Terry Johnson, but I like for my students to call me Mrs. J because I think it's cool and it rhymes with learn and play. All right, so we're going to get started with an overview. Then I'm going to discuss our programs. Then we're going to take a tour of the platform. And then if you have any questions for me at the end, I'm more than happy to give you more clarification and answer any questions you have. So let's get started. Oh, and before I forget, I would love to know where you're coming from, where and how old your child is. So if you can put in the chat where you're coming from and also how old your child or children are, that would be great. Because I'm nosy and I want to know. All right, share the screen. Shouldn't be any sound. All righty, welcome again. And just a little bit about me. Here is me last year starting Beelieve Academy online. And here is a photo of my beautiful family. This is my oldest, Derek, he's 5. And my youngest, Braylon, he's 3. And this is my lovely hubby. And I'm originally from New Jersey and I moved to Georgia back in 2010. I have a bachelor's in psychology with the concentration in child development from Seton Hall University. Go Pirates! And I am a boy mom. I am currently homeschooling my 3-year-old and I'm supplementing my kindergartner's education at home, but he does attend kindergarten elsewhere. And I started all the way in 2008 as a teacher assistant, and I've taught hundreds upon hundreds of children from the ages of 2 all the way to private kindergarten age 6. And my favorite things are, of course, playing with my kiddos. And I love Pasta Olive Garden. I am a sucker for Olive Garden. I love karaoke and having fun. Roller coasters are also my favorite. And I love candles and anything that smells good and fuzzy socks. I have tons upon tons of fuzzy socks. And just some facts about our school. Beelieve Academy started off as a blog. So I started my blog during the pandemic where a lot of parents were stuck at home with their children and I needed something to be productive while I was at home with my children. So I started Beelieve Academy blog back in 2020 and I decided to homeschool my children during that time. I had taken a long break from teaching, about 7 years, and I saw what it was again, that passion that ignited from my child being so curious. At the time, he was 3. And he was 2, sorry. He was 2 when I started. He was 2, and I just really wanted to feed that curiosity and redirect it in positive ways. So I decided to homeschool him. And now we have a program. So thank you to my big boy, Derek, for igniting that passion for me to teach again. And Beelieve Academy, believe it or not, no pun intended, is from the book, and this book here is called Beelieve by Delandry Young. And when I read this book, it gave me the idea that someday this would be a school. So even though I started the blog first, I knew that this would end up being a school at some point. And I would love to have a physical building. So one day we will have a physical building, and fingers crossed, it might be next year. We never know. But that is in the works to have Beelieve Academy in person as well. And we have 2 different programs currently, and they're both designed for ages 2 to 5. I have a self-paced program and also an online hybrid live and on-demand video program. And even if you're a returning student in a family, please watch the rest of it because there are some components that are different than last year. Every year, I like to build and make new changes based on the feedback that I received from the previous year. So if you have any suggestions, I do take them into consideration. So please feel free to help me shape the program. Since you are my founding families, even though this is the 2nd year, I still think that you are my founding families and you're helping me to build the program to be better than ever. And our self-paced program we'll discuss first. It combines all of the key components: language, math, science, and reading, as well as enrichment videos that include art, movement, music, dance, sensory, and nutrition. And it's taught with a big foundation on self-empowerment. Because when I was teaching my son at home, I learned that even though he was able to do the work, he didn't feel confident to do it. So I realized that despite your activity, your developmental skill level, you need that foundation of confidence and self-empowerment before you're able to even do schoolwork. So that's why we build the foundation of the whole child first. And we also incorporate social emotional skills. And also we look to just have fun, and we want children to be able to identify their favorite things. And we also use a child's interest in order to guide our program. So you'll see a lot of, well, you might see some changes, because if I see that my students aren't interested in a topic, then we're going to go to something else, because I believe that education should be motivated by what the kids are enjoying to do. And our teachers are experienced. A lot of them have been teaching for many years, and also have many years of online teaching experience too. So they know how to engage and to inspire young minds. So for our on-demand program, some of the videos are 14 weeks. Then we have others that are 36 weeks. So typically, on average, if you complete the program within 9 to 10 months, you'll receive 3 to 5 weekly on-demand lessons. Our program has a variety of on-demand lessons that you can access anytime, anywhere there's an internet connection. So that means that you can watch a video anytime, anywhere you have internet, and it's creating a learning environment that works best for your family. So school fits into your life and not the other way around. So that's a benefit of having the on-demand lessons, is that you can be on vacation. And in fact, last year, we had a student that was joining us live from Disneyland. So that's pretty cool. So her vacation wasn't a hindrance, because she was able to join our class from Disneyland. And we have a secure and ad-free platform. This is very important as a parent. I understand that safety on the internet is one of the top concerns that a lot of you have. And you can be rest assured that our program is ad-free and is protected, where your child can explore without any of those scary, inappropriate ads from other main competitors that you might find online. Some of those things are really scary. and I came upon, and even when they're not scary, some of them are just crazy looking. Like I saw this one that it was on the kids' YouTube, and you would think that the kids' YouTube is a safe, platform for children, and in fact, it had like a Blair Witch thing. It was all over the news a couple of years ago. So you have to be very careful about what you expose your child to. Ready-made resources. So we do all the work for you. And as a busy parent, we understand that you may not have the time to create lesson plans, because it takes a lot of times, especially if you're searching Pinterest and you're getting these ideas, and then you're searching for free materials online. That can get very time consuming. And if you're spending more time on creating lessons, then they're spending less time interacting and actually teaching with your children. So we give you back that time, because we're taking care of the lesson plans for you. So you can spend the actual time bonding and creating those lessons and those timeless memories with your child. And activity materials are typically things that you'll find at home, like paper plates, crayons, markers, paper bags, construction paper, scissors, those type of things. And of course, we have our enrichment activities taught by our certified teachers. We have art, music, Spanish, cooking. I'm trying to make sure I have them all. Faith-based lessons. We'll go to the next screen and then you'll see. I'm sorry, in my mind, I can't remember. Brain freeze. Okay, trying to remember them all. So we have circle time. We have art, music, kids songs, and also like dance and music and movement. And we also have tons and tons of educational videos, over 100 videos in there. And now we'll discuss our online program. And here is our online program, which is one of my favorites. It's a 40-week program, and it starts this Monday and it ends May 24th. And it includes our teaching time videos, which is our on-demand videos, and our live classes that are either 2 days or 3 days. And so this is a new component because before we didn't have 3-day classes. And we have we're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 to 10:30 in the morning Eastern time on Zoom. On Mondays, we'll introduce the topic. On Wednesdays, we'll explore the topic with class activities. And on Friday, it'll be a show and tell, and also like Fun Friday, where we'll do directed drawings and more games and everything that has a more fun aspect of what we're learning that day. And our online components, every week we'll have an affirmation phrase, such as, I am smart, I am kind, I am loved, and I can do anything. And that is our affirmation that we'll say every day. And we'll also have a new affirmation phrase like, I am amazing. And it'll correspond with what we're learning in class that day. And we'll have a new letter and a new letter pal. Oh, I have a friend that wants to meet us. I forgot all about our mascot. Here is Bumbles, and here is our mascot, Bumbles. And he wants to say hi to you. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. All right, Bumbles, we're going to sit you here so we can finish. And we have a new number. And then every 4th week or as needed, we'll do a review of all the letters, shapes, colors, and numbers that we learned. And then we'll also have a new color and shape for the week. Well, the color and shape are typically, we do them for a couple of weeks at a time. And this is the class schedule for our circle time, and it's not your average circle time. So most of the schedule will follow this schedule, but sometimes we'll take a virtual field trip in place of some of the activities. But we'll start with our affirmations, greeting and song, calendar time, weather watcher, sing-alongs, story, and then we'll do an activity related to the theme and story, and then we'll discuss the activity, and then it'll be time to go. But don't worry, if you miss a class, then you'll be able to watch the replays, which are available after 6 p.m. And every 5 to 7 minutes, we're up and we're moving around. So don't worry about your child being able to sit for 30 minutes because they won't be sitting for 30 minutes. So we want our children to be active and also to be engaged in what they're learning. And what I notice is over time, when children are engaged in what they're learning, they'll be able to soak it in and they'll be able to retain that information. So we use interactive games, fine motor writing, story time, directed drawings, science demonstrations and experiments to really engage and encourage your child to dive deeper into the material that we're learning. And some of the activities we'll do inside of class, and then some, if you want, you can do outside of class. And the outside class activities are optional. You don't have to do them, but they're just extra practice for our program. And we'll also have gross motor, music and movement, and one of my favorites is Would You Rather. So each month you'll get a learn and play calendar, an epic books book list, a free ABC mouse, monthly newsletter, monthly supply list of the things that you'll need to gather around the house, 1,000-page preschool binder pages. Whoa, that's a lot. And we have a new homeschool section that has a lot more goodies for you. Homeschool planner, lesson templates if you want to do lesson plans outside. That's where you'll also find the 1,000-page binder. Center time signs and cool down signs for your classroom. You'll also find Spanish language classes, mindfulness classes, virtual classrooms, and of course, your free welcome kit valued at $40 for students that attend live. These are components that you'll receive with the online program. And now I'm going to take you on a trip through the calendar. And you'll hear Braylon, and you might hear the garage right now. Braylon is hanging out with mommy right now, so you might hear him in the background. We'll have our virtual kids party every 3rd Saturday. this is what we've done in August. And today we're having our virtual meet and greet. And on the 28th, which is this Monday, we'll have our first day of school, which I am so excited for. October, we'll do our Pizza Hut Book It program, and that's a program where I'll give you a reading calendar, and every day that you read, you'll fill it out. And if you complete 20 or more days of reading for the month, then you'll get a free personal pan pizza for your child. So that is a good motivator for them to read during the school year. Oh, gotta go back. And we'll also have our virtual Saturdays Kids Club, and then we'll have a fall party. You can bring your favorite snacks to class, and we'll wear our costumes if you want to. If not, you don't have to. You can be your own character. And we'll have a fun class that day. On party days, we do more activities. We won't really do a lot of lessons. In November, we have our Friendsgiving Arts and Crafts party. We'll do that right before our Thanksgiving break. And we'll have our first teachers conference for the fall. We'll have one in the fall and another one in the spring. And we'll also have our virtual kids club on that Saturday. In December, we'll have an ugly sweater party. We didn't do this last year. We had another party, but I figured that we'll switch it up and do something different. And we'll have our virtual field trip. We'll pretend that we're getting our passport stamped, and we'll go virtually around the world and learn about different countries. And we'll also have our virtual Saturdays Kids Club. In January, we'll do our second virtual field trip, which is the Children's Museum of Houston, where we'll learn about inventions and being inventors. So that'll tie into our inventors theme. And we'll do our second assessments in January to see where our children have grown, and we'll also develop a system going forward on what they will work on to meet our educational learning goals. So before we even get started, we'll discuss where you want your child to be and what your educational goals are as a family, and we'll keep track of their progress and track of if they're meeting their goals and what we can do to get there. Also, our virtual kids club. February, we'll have a virtual holiday party, and we'll do our second social service project, which is creating a Valentine's Day card for patients at St. Jude. Our virtual field trip, which is the Children's Puppetry Museum of Atlanta. They'll go on a virtual trip there, and they'll also be able to watch a puppet show. At our virtual Saturdays Club, again, in March, that's when our registration starts for our fall and summer programs. And we'll do Read Across America and Dr. Seuss Week. We'll have a virtual color and chew party. So it's like a play on paint and sip, but instead of paint and chip, it's a sip. Oh goodness, it's color and chew. And we'll also have our virtual kids club. Tons and tons of activities that we're due for the school year. I'm so excited for. Conferences are the week of April 14th after we come back from spring break, and we start practicing for our virtual graduation. And yes, the graduation is for everyone, and for children that are going off to kindergarten, they'll have their cap and gowns. I should have really had a picture here of our graduation because they did an amazing job, and I'm so proud of them, and they look so cute in their cap and gowns. And I actually sent a packet, a summer packet, and also sent them their cap and gowns with their student gifts, and they really, really, really enjoyed it. So of course I'll be doing that again. And this is also, these are for our online program students. Virtual Saturdays Club, also in May, is the end of the school year. We'll have our Spirit Week, where we'll have fun activities all week, and we'll have our graduation and also our end of the year party, and we'll have our last virtual Saturdays Kids Club. So our virtual kids club will end in May when school ends. And so you may want to know, how do I offer personalized instruction if I have all of these different ages, inside the program? And so we do observations. So in class, I'll look to see what they know by asking them and recalling and seeing who's participating. And then through our assessments at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, at the end, I'll be able to track and also use the information that I learned from in class to see what they know. And then also, if children are ready to read, then in the middle of the year, starting February, March, then we'll do a reading program for children that are ready to learn how to read. And that will be a free program that'll probably be on a day that we're not in class, or maybe in the afternoon. It depends on all of our schedules. We'll discuss that later. And it'll be a small group of children that will be learning how to read if they're ready to. If they already know letter sounds and how to blend them together, then they'll be ready to read. And that will be a free program added on to your program that you're doing now. And also, if you're on ABC Mouse, if you're signed into the account that you get in the beginning of the year, I'll be able to track what your child is doing. So I'll be able to use that data to offer a personalized and individualized instruction as well. And these are the program changes. So before, we didn't have a waiting room for our Zoom. So now we will have a waiting room so that we can make sure that all of the right people are in. Since we're starting the school year with a lot of different people, I'm not sure who's who yet. So we'll do this as a safety precaution. Make sure that you rename your Zoom as your child's name so that I'll know and I'll be able to invite them into our class. If the name is different, then I might not recognize them as one of the students. And we also added 3-day live classes, and also all of the classes that are in our self-paced program, all of them are new. We had the Spanish class last year, but the art, the cooking, the faith-based, the ABC boot camp, the music, all of those are new. Those are new classes. And most of the time, like I said, the class materials are things that you already have at home, such as construction paper, crayon, scissors. If your learner doesn't have the materials, then they can just watch and they can do it later on the replay. So don't worry if you don't have what you need at home, then they can still learn from watching us do it at school. And you'll get the supplies. Most of the time, I try to have everything a month in advance, but sometimes I do change depending on student interest, or I may find something cool for them to do. So I'll make sure I have at least a week for you to get any last minute materials. And also, you'll receive materials in your free welcome kit if you join live. And I think that is very important for us to create a community. I know for me as a parent working at home, I don't see a lot of other parents. So it's important for me to have that sense of community and belonging with other moms and other families that attend Beelieve Academy. So we have a private Facebook community that you will join. That's a required step for our program. And also inside of there, you can share your progress. You can also do anonymous posts where you don't post your name if you don't want to. A lot of people don't know that, but hopefully you do want to share your face, because I love to see your face. And also that would be where you get all of your announcements. A lot of group announcements are put there. And also you can post your work and share if you have any questions for any of the parents, or anything, even if it's a small one at home, like, hey, so-and-so is potty trained. Like that's a big win. So you can post that in the group. And a new point system that I'm creating is called B-Bucks. And it is an incentive for parents and families to participate. So children will be able to earn B-Bucks by participating in class, by doing extra assignments. And you'll get more information because I'm still designing this, but it'll most likely start in September, of parents being able to earn B-Bucks. So if you refer families to us, you also get B-Buck points for that. So it'll be a whole list of things that you'll be able to earn points for. And you'll also be able to redeem them for cash off of your tuition, for free, like if you have a birthday, you get points for that. Like if your child has a birthday, they get points for that. And they'll be able to earn like a free lunch date, virtual lunch date with me. So it'll be different things that you'll be able to earn, and you'll be able to help your child earn to get incentives in class. We also talked about our social service projects that we do during the year, because I think it's important for children to gain awareness about the world that they live in, and for them also to have empathy for other people. So that's why we do social service projects throughout the year. And then we also come together and we collaborate during our parent-teacher assessments, because as parents, we are our child's first teachers, and it's very important for you to have input on what your child is learning and what they're doing in class. So being that we have an online program, I think it's very important for you to have your voice heard. So if you have any suggestions or any concerns, at any point throughout the year, send me a DM, give me a call, send me a text, and we'll be able to address it and go from there. And these are the perks. You'll be able to get Spotify. You can ask me how you can get 3 months free of premium, but when in order to utilize the Spotify playlist, you don't need a premium account. You can just use your free account. And with the custom Spotify playlist, you'll be able to listen to the songs that we play in class. So I thought that would be awesome for parents to be able to use those same songs at home. And you'll get free epics books that you'll be able to use Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. unless they change the time, but that's what time it was last year. I'll have to check this year. And you'll be able to read books based on the theme. Even you can read outside of the weekly list. You can take time to browse and explore on your own. And you'll also have ABC Mouse free for use at home. I'll be able to assign you assignments that you are able to do optionally, of course, and also get extra practice on what they're learning in school. And now we are for pricing. So our online program features free ABC Mouse, a free supply kit worth $40, 1,000-page preschool binder, weekly done for you lessons and worksheets, Spanish language class, and more for only $60 a month. And all you need to do right now is pay $25 for the registration and to secure your child's welcome kit. So that's all you'll need to do right now is pay the $25, and then for then in about 7 days, because essentially you're getting a free trial, and then in 7 days you'll pay the first month's tuition. So that'll be on or about September 4th or 5th because of the holiday. If you're interested in our self-paced program, then that is $47 a month with no registration fee, but you also do not receive the free welcome kit with that. But you do get the 1,000-page binder, you get the homeschool resources, and you also get the weekly done for you lessons and worksheets, and all of the on-demand classes as well. Now, the on-demand classes, all of them don't come with the online program, but you're able to purchase them separately for an additional $47 a month. But if you're joining me live, then you're able to get them free for 1 month. So these are only for my live customers. If you're live, you're able to get that free. So make sure you hashtag live in the chat so that I can remember that you were here, and I could, if you decide to visit Beelieve Academy and join with us, then I could give you this free offer for 1 month, hashtag live, for all of the programs that you see today. So just to reiterate again, $25 secures your child's spot in your welcome kit for our online program. You'll receive a 1-week free trial, and the card that's on file will be charged on or after September 4th. The first week is free unless you received our Founding Families deal. And the Founding Families deal was done in June or July, and that's a separate thing. But they already paid for their first month's tuition, but it was a discounted rate that they received. And your price, as long as you're enrolled, will never go up. So the price that you started off today, if you started with our Founding Families at $47 for 2 days, that's the price that you'll pay as long as you're enrolled. And then also the 3 days for $60, that will be the price that you pay as long as you're enrolled, because these prices will definitely go up for all of the value that I'm giving. but I really wanted to make a great deal because I truly believe that this is needed in our community, wherever you live. I believe in the global community. So education is important and it shouldn't be expensive. So that's why I wanted to lower my prices. So I lowered them by 20 or $30 in some cases so that it could be accessible to as many people as possible. And these are some tech tips. You can join our class on any device, but it's recommended that you use a laptop or a tablet so that your child can join in on the interactive games. You can't really do that from a phone. And you can also create an app shortcut on your phone so that you can view the classes on your mobile device. So it'll look like an app, but it'll be a shortcut on your phone, and you'll be able to do our activity lessons later. And you can download the episodes to watch offline. And remember, if you miss a class, then they'll be uploaded by 6 p.m. the same day. Some of our files are zipped or compressed, and that makes them much faster and easier for you to download. To unzip, simply right-click the folder and select Extract All, and that will give you the PDFs to print. And also, if you're watching from a computer, you can hook the HDMI cord to the TV so that you can watch it on the TV. So to make it bigger, so it'll look like Miss J is on TV. I know, that's so cool. My kids think it's so cool. They say, "Mommy, you're on TV." And I do plan on doing live events also because a lot of my students live in Georgia and I live in Douglasville. And so last year we did a snow cone truck. So we had the snow cone truck come, and we had my students come, and we had an end of the year party, and it was really cool. So I plan on doing another party live with all of my students that live local. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if I'll do it for Christmas or for the summertime. We'll decide that as the time comes along. And these are our class guidelines. This is my contract with you. And these are also inside of our handbook. Please, 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 please read the handbook because that'll give you all the information that you need. I don't want to go over all the policies in our handbook because even though it's short, I don't want to make this video too long. So please read it because that is my contract between you and I. The class guidelines, make sure that your child is logged in on time so that they can get all of the content that they need to learn. And students will be moved from the waiting room at the scheduled start time. And even if no one shows up, I'm still going to teach and you'll be able to see the lessons later. You don't need to stay for the duration of the class, but don't go too far because I may need you to mute or unmute and also to assist with signing off. Most of the time, I won't need parents for activities, but depending on if we're doing like a cutting exercise and your child doesn't know how to cut, then you may need to assist with that. Class may end earlier if we move quickly through the lesson, but it won't be too much ahead of time. So it might end 2 or 3, maybe 5 minutes at most early, but most of the time our class goes 40 minutes. And I try not to go over that, but it may end over or under time depending on how fast class goes. Zoom etiquette. I added this because of classes last year, so it's very important for me to just reiterate some things. Make sure that your background is clean and well lit. Remember, this is being recorded so everyone can see. Kitchen or living room is the best. Minimize distractions, so find a quiet place. And remember, if there's a lot of background noise, you can mute yourself if you need to. Dress for class. No PJs unless it's PJ day, please. Braylon, please. He sees the classroom supplies over there. So he's going over there to play with the markers. He loves markers. Oh, I can show you. Look, all of the supplies are over there and I'm getting them ready. And I see Braylon has lined them all up on the floor. But yeah, they didn't look like that. They look way better than that. But you know how children do. They take advantage of when you're busy. Yeah, that's what he's doing, just like a typical 3-year-old. All right. I prefer the camera on, but you can have your camera off in case I know parents have showed live in doctor's appointments, or if you're just unable to be on camera, that's okay. I prefer a camera on though, if possible. Try to be on time because we will have a what do you call it? A waiting room. So you want to make sure that I see you and I'm able to admit you on time. Only bring items to share during show and tell. Please do not bring anything somewhere another unless it's show and tell, because that could be a distraction. And also make sure that you're ready with your supplies. Like if we're doing handwriting class on Wednesday, that you bring something to write with, and also paper. Also, it's okay to finish up a snack, but don't prepare a whole meal, because then your child won't be able to participate and they won't be able to interact because they'll have food in their mouth. Communication. This is how I communicate with you through monthly newsletters, texts, emails, and also our private Facebook group, which is a required step, of course, at the bottom. And this is how you can contact me. So here is the website. There's the chat option there. Also, you can send me an email. The fastest way is the DM on Facebook Messenger. And also you can call and text me at my number there. Let's see if you can see it. 678-249-3433. Call or text. I answer them 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Also, this is how you can earn money. So I love my amazing parents and they love my program. Thank you so much for helping us grow. And you can also earn points toward the V-Bucks that we were just talking about. So this is how you would do it. You will refer a parent to our school. Then our parent will enroll and they'll enroll and pay a tuition, and then you earn the rewards. So what are the rewards, you might ask? Currently enrolled students receive $5 off their monthly tuition. So if you enroll 3 parents, then you'll get $15 off, and that's the max benefit. You can only get $15 off for the month. And then if you're no longer enrolled, like if you graduated, but you love our program so much and you tell someone about it, then you'll receive a $25 Walmart or Amazon gift card. Excuse me, I've been talking so much. Ma. And referrals must be enrolled past the trial period to receive the reward. It's been so lovely to meet you guys. Bye, everybody.